Hey, I want to tell you where I'm at in life. Just want to go as quickly as I can here, kind of give you an update on my story. Um, 10-year wedding anniversary for Shantae and I. On our 10-year wedding anniversary, we were in deep, deep financial trouble. And we wanted to help, we wanted to get out of trouble financially at that point. We read a book called Total Money Makeover. So this is kind of where the start of what I want to tell you about today starts. It starts with Dave Ramsey, Total Money Makeover, 10-year wedding anniversary. We were $60,000 in unsecured debt, well, counting a car, but we were in a mess. We had a mortgage plus $60,000 in auto loans and unsecured credit cards. We began reading Total Money Makeover and we worked hard to walk our way out of that debt. One of the things that Dave says is he talks about how different it would be if you taught your kids how to handle finances, and when they started off in life you were giving them a house. Well, we're not going to be able to give our kids a house. As you can see, I got four of them. There's Noah, Adam, Elijah, Faith. Noah's managing a store up in Morganton for Rue 21. Adam's becoming a plumber, learning to be a plumber. He's plumbing every day. Elijah's still in college at CVCC, and I'm not sure what his next steps are going to be, but he's pondering a lot of things. And Faith is going off to Chapel Hill this fall, just in a couple of months. So there's a kind of an update, and there's my beautiful wife. Anyway, so 10-year wedding anniversary. We're in bad debt trouble. We listened to Dave. We learned some things. We walk our way out of debt. We arrived. That's not the right word, but we got to a point where we were debt free just a year or two ago, and so we're still trying to follow the principles of. But now simultaneously, I have to admit that I'm a Dave Ramsey fan, but I'm also a fan of other financial authors. So some things that Dave Ramsey would hate, I do. Like this Bigger Pockets podcast. If at the end of that podcast they usually ask whoever the guest is what their favorite book is, and it shocks me how often the favorite book is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And so Robert Kiyosaki's writing is very, very different than Dave Ramsey's. So at the beginning of 2021, I began working for Churchill Mortgage. So my only income, the only way I provide for my family currently is by helping people with their mortgages. And so I've been working really hard at trying to live a life that everything fits together and everything's kind of in sync and it's all one thing. So let me kind of give you a hint of who I am. A Place to Talk is a place where I meet with people every day and we talk about ways that we can change our family, change our community, change our world. We love Jesus and the ideas of Jesus and the teaching of Jesus, and we talk about that. But we're very welcoming to atheists and agnostics, and I say welcoming, I mean they're part of us. It's we're not a very religious group, but we're a group that's intent on trying to be better people and to better our lives. So A Place to Talk is a very big part of my life. And this all kind of fits together because A Place to Talk has acreage. And one of the things that we would love to do someday is help people with housing. And so in my journey to help people with housing, that's when I started flipping houses a few years ago. And then I decided, I want to help people get mortgages. I want to help people buy. The reason I'm doing a group, a real estate investor group, is because I feel like that is the best way to create some wealth. Best way to create some wealth, in my opinion, is to purchase a home, pay that home off. That's your retirement. For Shantae and I, we live in a house where we're going to be able to rent out part of the house, almost like it's a duplex. It will be a duplex. Uh, our retirement will come from renting out part of our house if we stay in this home. So mortgages, investing in real estate, that's all part of my life. So I'm starting a real estate investment group where we talk about things that we've heard like on Bigger Pockets. Now, of course, Bigger Pockets won't be the name of our group, and I probably shouldn't even be using their logo, but in the first meetings, we'll be talking about Bigger Pockets podcast and those concepts and those ideas. So if you want to be a part of that group, reach out to me. If you need to refinance your house, reach out to me. If you'd like to have a good mortgage app to where you can know what your payments would be, reach out to me. If you're thinking about purchasing and you wonder if you qualify to buy a house, reach out to me. If you say, Josh, I've got a business and I wish I could promote it, reach out to me. We have a Good for Business meeting, and in our Good for Business meeting, we meet twice a month. We meet on the second and fourth Tuesdays at 9:30 a.m. and we meet via Zoom or Ring Central. We do video meetings, but we're also going to do those meetings sometime in person. Those meetings are something like something you may have experienced with a group called BNI or Toastmasters or something like that. It's a group like that, but much, much more affordable. In fact, in 2021, we're totally free. It's a totally free networking group. So you say, Josh, how does all of that fit together? Well, it all fits together because that's my life. I'm trying to help people become homeowners. I'm trying to help homeowners figure out ways to invest. If you are invested and you're making a good living and you've got bigger pockets now, well, maybe you want to think about building a legacy and helping people with housing. And so we've got 34 acres over at A Place to Talk that someday we want to create tiny, simple community, tiny houses or small patio homes in a way that we can help people be homeowners. There is a real estate shortage and it's crazy. So I'm making this video and I'm sending it to you by text. I want everybody in my world, everybody that I know what I do and why I do it. So why do I do mortgages? Because I want people to be homeowners. Why do I do refinances? Because I want people to have good financial situations. Why do I this is my source of income, okay? Everything else is just kind of my life. A Place to Talk, I do not get paid a dime for serving at A Place to Talk, but we meet together every Sunday morning at 10:30, and it's a big part of my life, and I like for my life to all fit together. At A Place to Talk, we've got land, and we're trying to build a tiny house community someday. I'm wondering if maybe by meeting with real estate professionals, people that are investing, we can figure out ways to invest in a powerful way, make bigger pockets for them, and someday down the road, maybe they'll want to help invest in housing for a community. And you might be in your own business. I was in business for myself for a while, and so you need somebody to help you refer business to one another. That's what Good for Business is about. If you're interested in any of those things, tiny houses, getting together to talk about Jesus and being better people and following principles that were taught by Jesus, call me about A Place to Talk. If you want to build tiny houses, call me about the tiny house community. If you want to promote your business and network with somebody, call me about Good for Business. If you want to be a part of a group where we're talking about investments, call me about this real estate investment group. If you need a mortgage, call me and I'll send you the Churchill Mortgage app, and I'll send you a mobile map application. I'll send you a calculator, and we can find out what you can afford and help you get started. Hey, thanks for listening.